Hello everybody, and today we are doing Twisted Yandere Dandy X Broken Listener. Yes, this is pixel art. I do not know who drew this, but this is a beautiful drawing. Whoever drew this, it's gorgeous. I'm not taking claim over any art that I post on here. That's not my art. That's somebody else's art. Unless I specifically say, oh yeah, I drew this. Then no, I did not draw this. Let's get right into this. It was another day. It was another day where Twisted Dandy was roaming. This day was different. This was supposed to be just a day where he roams and comes back with food. But it was different. Because when he came back, he looked around for you. Couldn't find you anywhere. You weren't in your restraints at all. You broke out of them somehow. So now he went back onto the floor to try looking for you. He could hear pitter-patters, feet moving, like somebody was running or walking away from him. He tried looking in each direction, couldn't find you anywhere, until he saw a dim light. Under it was you. You were biting a tune. He believed it was Poppy, but it was hard to tell with all the ichor all over her. When he came close enough, you heard him. You turned around and saw him and started running. Twisted Dandy tried running after you, but you were too fast. You continued to run. Oh shoot, I forgot to introduce your tune. This is the tune that I made. Daisy. She's extremely sweet, but her twisted form is dark. Daisy doesn't go by her tune name. Daisy goes by your name. Her twisted is wild, mainly because of her roots starting to sprout and wrapping around her. She went insane trying to loosen them, so she's now running around in an insane body, basically. Yay, let's get straight into this. Well, not straight into this. Let's get back into this. You ran and ran and ran until you got eventually tired. When you got tired, Twisted Dandy was finally able to catch up. He grabbed you. You were screaming, you were yelling, you were trying to bite his arm, but nothing would work. Finally, you gave up. You looked him dead in his eyes before trying one last time, and then you actually finally gave up. He looked at you. What the frick was that? Oh shoot, that was my phone. I'm not answering that. He looked at you before saying, "How did you get out of your restraints?" You were trying to bite off his finger. Stop it, Ian. We need to get you back in your restraints and get you back in the room. He brung you back to where you belong. You were mad, extremely mad. You kept on trying to bite everything. Nothing was safe from your teeth. Twisted Dandy just put a rag in your mouth and hoped that would keep you. What was the word called? Keep you from biting. You were mad, extremely mad, madder than. I gotta think of something. 1 minute. Madder than Shrimpo. How about that? You were a little ball of anger. Dandy just sees you rolling across the floor trying to break out of your restraints again. But this time he put more restraints onto the restraints that you already had. And let's just say you were not happy by that. So you kept on trying to kick him. And when he finally got you to calm down, you looked at him with an angry look and you were mad. See, the first time that he found you without your restraints, it was weird. You were just sitting there, you're a wild animal at this point, so you were just sitting there licking your leg, trying to clean it from all the bruises that were on it. But that's not possible. So he just grabbed you and put you back in restraints, but this time you were running. So yeah, it was harder for him. But you seemed to just become a wild animal. There was nothing left. No Daisy, no tune. Just straight wild. You hated everybody. Everybody, everything. It didn't matter what it was. If it was in front of you and it was just in the wrong position, wrong voice, wrong anything, it was getting kicked, it was getting bitten, and it was getting torn apart. Did not matter. Now, Dandy noticed this. You couldn't do much damage to him, but you were sure trying. Now, I must remind you that you had sharp claws like Dandy too, and your tune form was almost the exact same thing as Dandy, but color palette was different, had a dress, and you were more cute. Now your twisted form, you're evil as heck, your petals can now move around with you, and your roots, they were the things that were lifting you up and letting you run so quickly. Now, there's another thing with Twisted Dandy. He loved how cute you were when you were sleeping. So when you were finally asleep, knocked out, he finally had the opportunity and he kissed you. When he kissed you, you woke the heck back up and you started kicking and screaming again. Twisted Dandy had enough of this and finally grabbed you and just sat you on top of him. You were confused by this movement, and at first, you were just confused. Second, you were wondering what was happening. And then third, you calmed down? Twisted Dandy started getting confused. Wait, she calmed down? She actually calmed down? That never happens. And when you finally were calm enough, you started falling asleep on him. You can hear, not you, he can hear purring coming from you, like light cat purring. He swore that you were a whole different twin. You were a whole different Twisted when he put you on his lap. You weren't aggressive, you weren't mean, you were just simply calm. He loved that, and this was another reason why he wouldn't let you out of his sight. Now he has, because it's dangerous for everybody, you are extremely aggressive, you were also his partner, and now because you calm down when you're with him. These are 4 good reasons. Now, you did have some exceptions to the, I hate everybody. One of those exceptions were Pebble, and the other one was Goop. And of course Toodles, but she usually doesn't come around. You were so sweet now. You were purring, And when Twisted Dandy put you back down, you were actually calm. So when he took off the restraints off of you, he was surprised. You actually were calm. You weren't running. It wasn't an act. That's surprising. You just rolled up into a little ball like you were a cat. It was sweet. It was cute. It seems that you just wanted attention. He gave you that attention, and now you are happy. Perfect. Now, whenever you're rampaging, Twisted Dandy comes up to you, he hugs you, and you calm down. The Twisted started noticing that they could actually now come around you more often. I'm so sorry I have to leave it off here, but if you guys want more, I will make more.